Hey, welcome back into today's video. We got some good old-fashioned, passionate LGBTQ drama with Aaron Ansuini and Chase Ross. Let's get into it. So if you don't know, Aaron Ansuini is a YouTuber who is a transgender man and does videos around that topic, as is similar to Chase Ross. He has amassed over 168,000 subscribers covering trans topics and other related things like that. But most recently, he was outed by Aaron for abuse, manipulation, and stealing from his fans. But how did we get here?
I feel like I really didn't think this through, and I honestly, I feel really dumb right now. And I know, I'm not gonna get called out or anything, and I'm gonna send these Packers out. I'm just trying to find the cheapest.
So what he's talking about by Packers is it's prosthetics that can be got at Real Magic. It's a website. Let's pull that up. Wait a minute, I just realized I should not pull that up. Anyways, he does a lot of giveaways, and these giveaways are usually tied into his Patreon, and they're always followed with some sort of drama and some sort of issue. The most recent issue is
way for me to be able to do it, because the cheapest way I can find a way to do it now means that I can do more giveaways in the future. And that's my goal, is to keep doing giveaways, because that's what I love to do and I love to help the community. So my problem is this. So I have 4 solutions right now. One, I deal with it as it goes, and I do, I don't know, 20 to Canada and the rest of the United States and deal with the price. Or I do everyone in the United States. So there's 2 choices where I'm shipping.
So basically he's having trouble with the shipping prices, where I think he's living in Canada and he needs to do this giveaway, and the shipping from where he sends it out is more or less depending on where he is, and his problem is trying to find a cheap way to do it. I have some options. I have had a couple e-commerces in my life, and I will say to Chase Ross that you can avoid all of these by very simple methods. A big huge one is Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. I'm pretty sure they do prosthetics, and I think it will be a really good option. If they do prosthetics, then you can get your inventory and you can upload it to the Amazon FBA. That's about $30 to $40 a month, but with the amount of money that you would be making out of that, it's gonna cover that and then some. Another option is that you have their giveaways, but you have your audience pay for the shipping. Lower your overall price. Yeah, it's gonna make you less profit, but these are giveaways, man.
From my house here. The third choice is that I label and I package everything here in Canada, and I print the labels and I stick them onto the everything, and then I drive to Plattsburgh and then I send out the packages in Plattsburgh in the United States. So that's where I'm paying US.
So this guy's trying to drive to the United States just to do this. Yeah, there's so many multiple options, and I'm sure you guys will know some. You can throw them in the comment section for the guy. But was it really that he was having the difficulties with this, or was it something more? Because more recently, Aaron Ansuini has suggested otherwise. Aaron said on Twitter, "I've received several messages from folks telling me about the obscene amounts of money that they have sent this individual. I am sorry that they have been exploiting you. This person will always be in crisis. They will never let you believe that they are not struggling. This is to remain in a position of power, where they are receiving constantly and always victimized. They have things sent to them for free, and these giveaways make them look good and get people to donate more on Patreon under the guise that it'll help the giveaway, but it's a scam. He has more than enough money to do the giveaways at this point. It's about profit. The most toxic behavior I've ever witnessed is that of a fake activist. It grants them immunity from scrutiny, to fault, and any accountability for their horrible actions." After Aaron came out with these accusations against Chase Ross, there were several other members of the community that started coming up with their own stories, and I know that you probably have some stories of your own, so you can tweet out to me at ZillaRed. You can email me at RepKings and let me know, because we're going to be following this, so subscribe with notifications turned on, and we'll keep up with this LGBTQ drama. he's been doing these giveaways, and there's always an issue. Most recent issue was that he didn't know where to send, but then he did a t-shirt giveaway, and it looks like he's on Twitter. He says that he's on the verge of tears. He's doing all the giveaway stuff. So binder and shirt emails have been sent out, and he's about to do the Packer one, which is another prosthetic piece from Real Magic. But he made a huge mistake. Instead of asking one question, he asked people to make one choice. He said he made a series of 8 questions and people clicked multiple. He goes on to say, also, side note, the amount of people who still don't add their postal zip code, even after I mentioned it twice, is just wow. So he's putting blame on the people for not providing information that he needed to know, but he didn't actually put out there that he needed to know. So he's expecting everybody that enter into these giveaways to know that they're supposed to provide their personal information. He talks more about driving down the United States and then says he feels lightheaded and dizzy, and he can't not believe that he made this big of a mistake. As I am new to this drama and these YouTubers, I personally don't know if this behavior is something that's been consistent. He just keeps on. So you guys could probably tell me more about this. Does he always play like there's issues and problems going on? Is he always playing the victim? Let me know below. But it looks like Aaron says, I had to ask several times that he stopped mocking some of our viewers as they were on the spectrum and calling us weird. For being non-neurotypical is really rude, and he made fun of me for it when he thought I couldn't hear. So he's saying Chase Ross is a bully, that he makes fun of people, that he makes fun of him. And then he says, anything I do, he will try to one-up me. I don't have the energy anymore. I do the things I do because I love doing them, not because they make me look good. Get people to praise me, give money to me, or give me free stuff. I'm not competing or working with that ever again. He claims it all could have been avoided if Chase Ross would just have left him alone, but it's never enough. He said he was doing good and ignoring all of it and moving on, but it never ends behind closed doors. So it looks like there's some real drama going on here. And as though we do not have the full details upon this, as they have not been released yet, but he says that he has evidence of these things. But this is what Chase Ross had to say when he was aware of these accusations. Hi everyone, I'm aware of all the tweets and I know you want me to respond. Please know that I went to bed at 9 p.m. yesterday and I'm still catching up on everything. I'm being accused of taking money from the community, among other things. I want to address all the claims. Just bear with me, I did not steal. I do not lie. Where the money was going, I also want to say that I do not condone the harassment, violent threats against my friends or animals. It runs deep over here. It runs deep in the drama. A lot of people are saying that they do not believe Chase Ross and that they're unfollowing and unsubscribing to Chase Ross. They said they've looked into it and looked up to him for so long, but they've also been abused and taken advantage of, and they believe Aaron. So I want to know from you guys, do you believe the accusations that are coming from Aaron? I want to know what your stance on this is. My personal thing is there isn't any concrete evidence, but on either sides. I see that it looks like Chase Ross is having some difficulties with the shippings on his giveaways, and I think that you should probably slow down on the giveaways, no matter how profitable or not profitable they are, because you need to figure out the over end of how are you going to get this stuff out. It needs to be more organized and regulated, and the fact that you are not fully prepared to do this, you should not be doing these giveaways. That's what I think. And as far as Aaron, I think Aaron, you need to you already threw out the accusations. You need to throw out some concrete evidence. You can't just keep saying these things. It looks like slander. So we're gonna have to hear from you. That's what's gonna have to happen. But as interesting as this is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guys. I wanna know what you think. So why don't you go and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. I mean, I see these kind of things every day. Somebody gets mad at somebody, they start to say things. It comes off as slander until concrete evidence is provided. People taking advantage of their Patreons. This stuff is just a common occurrence. But if and when Aaron does decide to pull out this concrete evidence that he has against Chase Ross, we will provide it here. Because I know that you're repping Greg, and how do you become a member of the Ret Squad? All you gotta do is subscribe, notification turned on, be in the comment section to every single video, because I'm gonna be there, Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Ret Squad community as well. And I expect to see you here too, because this channel loves you.
The tea's hot.